What's going on, everybody? Today I'm going to be making a video I've wanted to make for a really long time, and it's going to be about what my opinion is on if you can get a Lamborghini for cheap. I'll give you the rundown on what I found in my experience. My first thought on trying to get into an exotic car a lot cheaper than a clean title full, really nice car price is, which is, if it's a first gen Gallardo, the prices may vary, but you know, you might be able to get one with high miles for 70K, maybe all the way up to 100 and whatever for a super Leggera. Anyways, what I wanted to do, being I am a master automotive technician, was I wanted to buy one of these with a salvage title. And so that was my angle, and I looked hot and heavy. And I have a lot of information here that might be helpful to people to make up their mind if they want to go down that route or not. And long story short, I was looking at Copart and International IAAI, International Auto Auctions Inc., those two companies, and I did not have an account with them, so I was going through brokers, bidding on cars, seeing if I could get one for a lot cheaper and a discounted rate. It's a scary ass thing to do, especially when you can't go see the car in person, because these are rare cars and you're not going to be able to fly any which way to go look at one in one of their yards. So you have to really do a lot of research and trust your gut on them. But I have a lot of case studies here, cars I actually bid on, what they were going for. But you also got to keep in mind that this was about 2 years ago when I first started bidding on cars to hopefully try to get one. And as you can see, and you may not know or not, this is my 2005 Lamborghini Gallardo, and I went for a clean title car because this is a pain in the ass, bottom line. So what I found was, the first car I found actually was a 2006 Lamborghini Gallardo at Copart, and it takes a lot of research to look at these cars, do Carfaxes on them, decide whether or not you want to bid on them. This one had an engine mechanical problem. I thought, great, right down my alley. You know, I can, the body, everything's clean. It did have 23,000 miles on it. Something happened where it ran over an object on the freeway and lost its oil. So the engine, who knows? It could have been completely seized and shot. I was willing to gamble the dice, roll the dice, I should say. Long story short, that car went for 48 grand, and my bid was not 48 grand, so I did not win that car. And long story short, when you are bidding these cars, you can get outbid in a heartbeat. So what I actually found out was that if you're going through a broker, it's pretty tough. You almost need to have your own Copart account and International Auto Auctions Inc. account to win these cars. Second car I bid on was the same damn car because it popped up on International Auto Auctions Inc. I thought, that is weird. Guess what the car went for? 56 grand. Same car, nobody did anything to it. And I'm thinking, wow, this is a bunch of bullshit to chase around cars like this. One auction company bought this car to upsell it somewhere else and they didn't do shit to it. I'm like, okay. Next car actually would have been a great car, 2008 Lamborghini Gallardo, Super Leggera, the king of the kings right there. Bad thing on this one was an exterior burn. Damn thing caught on fire. I believe it was the driver's side. It looks like the cooler or something caught on fire. Not the best shape, but it's a rare car. Guess how much that went for? 67 grand. And it had only 5,500 miles on it. Definitely a fixer-upper. You know, on to the next one I found. Being patient. I kept getting at this, you know. I didn't give up. Next one was 04 Lamborghini Gallardo with front end damage. Your vehicle started. It had 28,000 miles on it. Black. Pretty good shape, besides it got hammered hard in the right front. I'm talking hard. Guess how much that car went for? 52 grand. 52 grand. I didn't win that bid. Next car, 2004 Lamborghini Gallardo. with 8,200 miles on it. Beautiful orange color. The car had major right front damage. Well, not too bad. Right front headlight, hood, fender, still extensive damage. Really clean condition car otherwise. 61K, guys. 61K for that one. I didn't win that bid either. Next up was a really promising car at Copart, 2004 Lamborghini Gallardo. Had fairly low miles on it, really nice condition. Grigio Altair silver color. Just looked like the front bumper and the hood were dinged up. Didn't look that bad, the accident damage. All these cars have salvage titles, by the way. But this car did have 23,000 miles on it. Ran and drove and all that. Guess how much that one went for? 64 grand. 64 grand, salvage title. I didn't win that bid either. Next one, I thought, hey, I'm getting tired of this. I don't got a chance to win any of these cars. They're going for way too much. This was another 04 Grigio Altera, only 13,000 miles on it. Copart again, in Texas. Not able to look at any of these cars in person, so this is total gamble bidding on these things. And keep in mind, that's cash money. You can't get a loan or nothing. You gotta have the cash money, plus all these fees and shit. These aren't prices with the fees. These are just the winning bids. So, this next car, I thought, the damage isn't too awful bad. It's only got 13,000 miles on it. Nice looking. Hitting the right front again. I don't know what it is, but all these cars are hitting the right front. I don't know if they're rear-ended people or what, but this one, the damage was, about the average for all these. Right front fender, headlight, hood, bumper, maybe some frame damage in there. You don't know. I mean, just going by the detailed pictures, you make your best judgment you can. Needless to say, I bailed out on this car. I thought, it's going to be another 50 grand car. I just don't see me paying 50 grand for a salvage title Lamborghini. And I came looking in person. But this one went for $47,500. Probably the best available car to date. I lost out on that one. I gave up. I didn't bid on it. So I got revitalized and I went back at it again, guys. This one was a 2005 Lamborghini Gallardo, Insurance Auto Auctions Inc., 21,000 miles on it, freshwater damage, which means some sort of water damage. The actual condition of the car, body, front bumper and all that, looks really good. It did run. There was a SRS slide on and a couple other things wrong with it. It looks like the front end probably went in the ditch. Probably could be damaged underneath. I went ahead and I bid on that car. I believe the highest bid I went on that was 52 grand. I bid 52 grand on that car. Was willing to roll the dice. Didn't win this one either. 67 grand, folks, for a salvage title Lamborghini Gallardo. Next one up, still kept at it. 2007 Lamborghini Gallardo Spider. But the engine was burned, looked pretty bad. I didn't bid on this. The car ended up looking pretty shabby shape back there. This car, 55 grand was a winning bid. And guys, I kept, even if I wasn't in the winning the bid, I kept on track of what these cars went for to keep documentation for my knowledge. And the bottom line was, I bailed out on trying to get a salvage title Gallardo. Even with my expertise and getting used parts and fixing these cars, you'd be in the car almost as much money as you could buy a clean title car for. And then what you got dealing with is a car that's not worth as much because the title's branded. So you own a car that, you might get backwards in, And these cars hold their value pretty good, so I ended up saying, you know, I'm gonna shit can this salvage title thing. I'm gonna buy a clean title car that you can actually get a loan on. A lot of people don't think about that. Also, is that, you know, an exotic car and everything, it's gonna be pretty damn difficult to get a loan on a salvage title car, especially at this price point. You know, a lot of people don't have all that cash to throw down on the car, or why would they want to? You know, they want to use their money for other things too. So, guys, you know, it's okay. You can keep looking, and you might get lucky and find one of these cheap. But keep in mind, you might get buried deep in it, and then it's going to be harder than hell to sell once you do fix it up. You might get lucky out there and find a guy with some cash that'll step into one of these a little cheaper. But from what I found, it was an easier route to go the clean title route. So, long story short, I don't think you can get a Lamborghini for cheap. Alright, man. Check you guys later. Keep you posted on some cool shit with my clean title 05 Lamborghini Gallardo. And subscribe if you like what you like.